Tesla demand is off a cliff. It is horrible. I looked at one little tiny market in one little tiny place for one tiny snapshot in time, and it's over. Well, maybe it is. I think it's too early to say, but there's all kinds of new things on the horizon and some pretty exciting things already here. We're going to talk about those, and we're going to get into some thoughts on what that secret model is that we expect to see in the first half of 2025. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. So I am joined, as I so often am, by Herbert from Brighter. He's here to make us brighter by decree. It is not optional. He does not have a choice. He is required to be here, and we're glad that he is. First things first, I don't know if you heard, but you want it, you got it. Cybertruck qualifies for the point of sale $7,500 discount.
Yeah.
That's going to move a few units, I think.
Yeah, I think you can now get a Cybertruck. First of all, it only applies to the all-wheel drive. And so that is, to about 80,000.
Mm-hmm.
But with the $7,500 federal credit, plus if you add the $1,000 referral credit, you can get a Cybertruck now for about $71,000.
Do you mean this referral credit? Because I've got, I think, 3 or 4 left to go. I would love to max out. It would really tickle me if that happened. Yes, it's not on all models. It is all, the beast is over the cutoff for the price. It is now a point of sale discount. Your payments would be that much cheaper, or your down payment would be that much larger, or you could, you guys have an idea how finances work. So that is good news. Oh, that's the end of the road for this. Nope. This is no change on Tesla's part. They've done nothing to
on this one, but they did reduce the lease price for a Cybertruck by 20%.
Oh, you mean this? Tesla 2025 promotions, 2.5K off Model 3, lower lease, free wrap.
And free wrap.
Now
they're trying to move it. They're trying to move the inventory or whatever they've got.
2,500 off the Model 3 is a heck of a deal. It is a heck of a deal. So I was at Costco the other day, and a gentleman sat down. I said, there's nowhere to sit. Can I sit here? I said, absolutely. And out of the blue, he says, man, I am just struggling. I'm trying to buy a car. I'm like, this is weird. All right. And I asked what he was shopping, and he said he's thinking maybe a Prius or some kind of cheap Toyota. So I pulled up and I showed him the current prices on the Model 3 and said, by the way, add 2,500 off if you use my referral code. Give me your phone number. And he did not have any idea that the Model 3 was that affordable. He's like, that's way more car than I thought I could get for what effectively is a normal car price. It's like, getting around the 30,000 point once you add on those two discounts, the IRA incentive and the referral discount. He had no idea. So it was very exciting for him to see that. And and then afterwards my kids were like, oh wow, that guy recognized you? I'm like, no, we're just two friendly people. Very, very cool. So we don't know what's going on with tariffs yet. That could be a whole thing. But the lower lease prices, Cybertruck is now more affordable than ever. Model 3 long range, $249 down.
Isn't that crazy?
$299 a month.
Yeah.
A month. And well,
I don't down now. It's now $249 instead of $299.
Yeah. And I don't know if if you know this, but the rear-wheel drive Model 3 in the US still has a 0 to 60 under 5 seconds. It's a 4.9 second car. It is very fast and very fun. And the regen works great. I've had a chance to talk to the engineers about that. And yeah, free wrap for Cybertruck. That's cool, I guess.
I think that's a great one because I think everybody will, I don't know what the percentage is. I would guess more than 50% would actually wrap their Cybertruck. And if you've got this as a free wrap, whoa. Yeah.
Have you seen a wrapped Cybertruck? Yes, I have. I would agree. It's probably half. It's certainly the most wrapped vehicle
exactly
I've ever seen. This one, now I just chose a random one that had the best, coolest picture. Boy, if it looked like that, my goodness.
It's been coming out there.
Now, I had an opportunity to talk with a gentleman on X today who shared his concern that if it's coming out first half, why are there no leaks?
You're talking about the more affordable models that they said They confirmed last week at the earnings call that this is on track.
Yes.
It's on track. So I think the rumors I've been hearing is that it's going to come out in May. Now, why are there no leaks? I've been asking the same question to as many people as possible. Should we have seen leaks by now? You know, like we did with, let's say the Cyber cab, where they covered it up and they really try to prevent you from knowing about it. So first, I think that so I don't agree with people when they say, oh, that means that it's just a modified Model 3, Model Y. I think that Tesla's gotten really good at hiding and making sure that no one hears the leaks. Now, would they have had to test it? Yes.
Yes. They will need realistically 3 to 6 months of road testing, which tells me
it should happen soon.
It should happen anytime now is what I would say.
May, right? May, right?
Right. So, you can get by, but if it's largely, if everything from the shoulders down is still a Model 3 or Model Y, the testing window is shorter. If it is not changing the important drive elements. This article says it's not going to be a decontented 3 or Y. I hope that that's correct, because I'd like to see something new and exciting. And I feel like just making a cheaper 3 or Y would make some buyers feel a little annoyed that they've got a car that looks cheap now. But I would agree with you. I believe that they have gotten just really good at preventing leaks. We saw no hints of what the Cybertruck was going to be before it was released. The closest we got on the Cybercab was a drawing behind Franz that happened, that among others was the correct one. That I think is as strong of an Easter egg as you're going to get. And I think that anyone working on this knows that if you are found to leak, we will end your career. Not just here, we will make it known that you're the person who leaks.
So there's probably more than 3 options, but let's talk about 3 options, right? Option 1, it's a Model 3 or a Model Y, and what they've done to them is just stripped it out. So still the same form factor, but they've stripped it out, right? Mm-hmm. That's option 1. Option 2 is you take the Cybercab and you turn that into a drivable car and you sell that. A lot of people still believe that that is the thing. That's what they're doing. And then option 3 would be that you take the Model 3, Model Y, but you create a new vehicle out of it. Like you and I have been thinking, whether you change the front, you change the back, right? So I'm leaning towards that last option. That it's not the Cybercab being turned. That's not going to be turned into a drivable car. You of all people, you know so well how the Cybercab was purposely designed for robotaxi, that it wouldn't make sense for them in a variety of ways to just add a steering wheel and then call it a day. I don't believe that's the case. And so I'm leaning between, just a stripped down Model 3, but can you get the price down to around $30,000? Like what we saw in Mexico, they had a stripped down Model 3 with cloth interior. And I actually would not be sad about that, by the way.
No.
But I just don't think it would be the case. So there are a couple of reasons, but if you took the old Model 3, and which they did, right, and they were able to reduce it by $3,000 US dollars. Not quite enough, I don't think, from what they're trying to do here. And then like you said, the one thing I'll be concerned about it would be like, you have a Model 3, you and I both have it, right? I have the new Model 3, and it is amazing. This car is like a little sports car. I don't even think of it as I think of it like a Porsche or something like that, like a really high end, because it's so good. Everything's great about it. So I don't know, by stripping it down, it's worthy of the way the car looks, the way the car performs. Yeah.
I can see all of that. The other bit of clue that we got that it will not be a human operated Cybercab is that Elon confirmed it would not be built using the unboxed method. And the Cybercab is unboxed. Yeah. And again, that was the NV91. It was canceled in April of 23. That program is for the foreseeable future dead. I suspect we would hear grumblings about that just from upstream from the parts suppliers. If that were to be resurrected, I think it's going to be. And in the comments, let us know, what do you think it's going to be? Of those 3 options, the decontented Model 3 or Y, the human-driven cybercab variant, or something kind of new and cool. Maybe like some of the pictures that this article shows. I mean, that would be slick. That would sell like, and if it's cheaper, oh man, that would be crazy. Yeah, so I think those are all reasonable options. I want to say a huge thanks to Herbert for joining me on this. And of course, as you guys know, if you do need to get one of these Model 3s, which is a heck of a bargain, there is an easy way to do it. I've got maybe 3 or 4 referral credits left. You can save a bundle and help out the channel. You can help out other ways. You can do all kinds of things. Heck, you can like, you can subscribe, you can stay tuned, stay juicy, and remember that I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots, perhaps on one of those Wednesday live streams that I do every week at 11 a.m. Pacific with Herbert from Brighter.